Welcome back, everyone. If you've been with us for the last few episodes, you already know how much this song means. Country Girl Lost in Miami isn't just about a girl in a new city, it's about all of us, about change, about stepping into the unknown, about trying to find out who we are when everything familiar is gone. In the last episode, we talked about the contrast, the pull between her past and her present, between home and adventure, between the quiet of the country and the chaos of the city. For this episode, this is about what happens next, because being lost is just the first step. What comes after, that's where the real story begins. So let's dive deeper. Let's talk about what this song is really saying beneath the lyrics, beneath the melody, about identity, transformation, and the journey we all take when we leave something behind. Every journey has that moment, the moment when everything shifts, when you realize you've changed, that you're not the same person who left home, but you're not quite sure who you've become either. For the girl in this song, that moment comes slowly, hidden between the lyrics. At first, she's out of place. Boots on the sand, heart in the hills. But she's out of place with the neon spills. She feels like an outsider, someone just passing through. But as the song progresses, something subtle happens. She starts adapting. Not by losing herself, but by learning how to hold her own. She's just not too sweet anymore. She's also a little wild. She's realizing something powerful. She doesn't have to fit into a mold. She doesn't have to be just country or just city. She can be both. And that's something so many of us struggle with when we change, when we move forward. We feel like we have to pick a side, like we have to be all in on the new life, and let go of everything we used to be. But what if we don't? What if we can keep the parts of ourselves that made us who we are, while still embracing something new? That's the shift happening here, and that's the start of something bigger. One of the most telling lines in the song is in the pre-chorus. She's holding her ground, even though she knows this ain't the place where her roots run deep. It's almost a contradiction, isn't it? Holding her ground, even though she knows she doesn't quite belong. That's the thing about growth. It happens in the in-between spaces. When we stop writing, when we stop waiting to feel comfortable, start standing tall where we are. She's dancing in the waves. She's letting go just a little. She's realizing that maybe home isn't just a place. Maybe home is who she is, no matter where she stands. And that's a lesson that life teaches us over and over again. Maybe move to a new city, started over in a new career, stepped into a world that felt like nothing like the one you left behind. And maybe at first you felt lost, like you never belonged. But then something shifted. You stopped trying so hard to fit in, and instead you just lived. That's what's happening here. She's not trying to force herself to be a city girl. She's just being herself in a city, and that's where the freedom begins. The bridge is where everything comes to a head. She dreams of a home when the city sleeps, up dirt roads and the whirling peaks. But she's standing strong, finding who she'll be, in a place where the ocean meets the sea. It's raw, it's vulnerable. She misses home, that never goes away. Quiet nights, familiar roads, they're still a part of her. But she's also stronger now, because she's no longer waiting for her home to find her. She's no longer wishing she could go back. Instead, she's stepping into who she's becoming. And that's powerful. Because sometimes we hold on to things not because they serve us, but because they're familiar. Sometimes we resist change because we're afraid of losing ourselves. But what if instead of losing ourselves, we were actually finding ourselves in a whole new way? That's what's happening here. And it's the most human thing in the world. So, why does this song hit so deeply? Why does it feel like it was written for anyone who's ever felt lost? Because it was. Even if you never set foot in Miami, you know what it's like to be in a place that doesn't feel like home. Even if you've never left a small town, you know what it feels like to question whether you made the right choice. Even if you're still in the middle of your journey, still wondering where you belong, you know what it feels like to be caught between the past and the future. This song matters because we've all been there, and that's why, by the end, she's not lost anymore. She's still figuring things out, sure, but she's not searching for a way back home anymore. She's looking forward. She's becoming. And if you're in that in between space right now, if you're feeling lost, just remember, being lost is never the end of the story. It's just the beginning. So tell me, what was your Miami? What was the place, the moment, the season in your life where you felt like you didn't belong? And how did you find yourself again? Because that's the thing about songs like this. They don't just belong to one person. They belong to all of us. So if this song speaks to you, if you see yourself in it, let me know. Because this journey is not just hers, it's yours, it's mine, it's ours. Thank you for being here. Thanks for feeling this story with me. And remember, wherever you are, whatever road you're walking, you're not lost. You're just on your way. See you next time.